Back in the birdhouse. It is time to go. Yeah, I'm gonna try to play a lot of blitz. Actually, I'm gonna move up in the seat. Gonna get the best vantage point possible. All right, let's go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, this guy's a good lad. I'll give him a... Okay, he doesn't want to draw. Yeah, let the record show that that was a mouse slip, of course. That was a mouse slip, guys. Don't play F3, move 1. All right, if he wants to take, this is not a bad endgame. This is a deceptively tricky endgame. Yeah, Ulf Anderson, the OG Ulf Anderson, used to win a lot of games in these structures. Let's put the knight on c4. Again, to be clear, do not play F3, move 1. I don't want to be getting emails, okay? It's due to my broken mouse. It's due to my broken mouse and the fact that I had my hand on the mouse while I was trying to scoot up in my chair. All right, this looks good. We're gonna trade off the bishops. Okay, bro is being a little sneaky. Bro wanted to take and pick up the chalice. Okay, I'll take here. Put the knight on c4. If he plays a4, I'm gonna stick the king in the treehouse. Classic. Everyone knows this. This really isn't a surprise to anyone. I'm just joking. I wouldn't put my king in the treehouse. That would be a little silly. Yeah, okay, let's take here. I'll take. He's gonna put a knight on c6. This is actually gonna be fairly tricky. Cannot play bishop e3 yet because of rook d3. Let's play knight f2. And put the bishop on e3 next. Okay. I gotta chop. I just gotta. There. Let's play a3. Am I missing something? Can he take on b4? No, I don't think so. I would just take then. If he doubles, then I'll trade. I'm not really worried about this position. Yeah, maybe I'm not better, though. I'm starting to realize maybe I'm not better here. We could play king c3, though. He plays rook c4. That's getting... Uh-oh. Yeah, this is getting a little messy. Wait, I'm just losing here. I'm losing on the spot. I'm getting completely roasted. All right, yeah. Guys, that's not... This is not how you're supposed to be playing this, the royal game of chess. I gotta put my rook on a2 here. We're gonna just have to go for broke with this one. This is not... Definitely not the way you should be playing these positions, though, to be clear. Yeah, please don't send me emails about this. My inbox is already stacked to the brim with people complaining about the bird course. They want more chapters. They want less chapters. Some people complain about the fact that it's the same amount of chapters. I don't even get that one, but anyway, long story short, I got too many problems. I got way too many problems at the moment. Okay, knight. Yeah, this is an awful position. This isn't an... Oh my god, this is terrible. If I play knight h2, he plays rook h1 and he traps it. I gotta go... I'm gonna go this way. He just plays king f6, though. This is just completely hopeless. Yeah, this is definitely hopeless. All right, I mean, two can play that game, buddy. Do the classic jibber jabber. Okay, wait, actually, I have nothing to do. All right, I'm gonna resign. This is the Raven Sturt show. All right, I don't even know what's going on here. I definitely... Both of us pretty much messed this up. If he's doing this, he should be putting the pawn on c5. He shouldn't have put the knight on c6. I'll just play a3 here. If d4, I have knight a4. It's a very weird type of, like, pseudo-Chernobyl porcupine. Okay, I'll play d4. Bro got his wish. Uh-oh, bishop h4 would have been... Bishop h4 would have been a problem. I always blunder that. I always blunder the bishop h4 jibber jabber. I really wish chess.com required that people put their names in their profiles. Yeah, if you have a title next to your name, you should put your name next to your profile. Otherwise, just play from a burner. It's more or less the same thing. All it does is keep me guessing. All it does is keep me focused on who I'm actually playing against. Because this guy's an IM, there's a very good chance I've played against him before. But I don't know. I don't know whether this man is an enemy or my friend. It just keeps me in the dark. Let's play queen e2 here. Hopefully he takes. Lets me take back with this pawn. I'll even pre-move that. What a weird structure that would be to get this. I'm waiting for the right time to play f5. I don't think I should do it yet. I mean, as I say it, actually, yeah, let's play f5. I don't know what's happening, but this is going to be very interesting. I could have also taken this way as well. Yeah, I definitely could have taken and then played e4. That would have been a mess. That would have been a disgruntled mess. Yeah, what is happening here? This is bizarre. It looks like my position's fantastic. The idea is that if he takes, I take here, and then I'm going to fork. I'm only calculating on one ply, but it seems like that tactic works. Okay. If I take, I don't want to open the H file for him. Let's take this way. Is he going to play e4? All right, that's a sneaky idea. Bro's getting a little sneaky. Queen h5, though, I think takes. I feel like I have enormous compensation there. At least I'm winning the knight. This is very, very silly stuff. There. All right, I'm going to take. He does that? Okay, I probably should have seen that. Let's put the queen on g4. Once he can take. I think it's really critical for me to get my bishop out to f4, so I'll play e4 here. Yeah, this is definitely going down to the wire. I just want to play bishop f4 and break through with my queen on g6. I really don't care about anything else. You know, it's interesting. I can't really calculate anything, but in terms of my decision making, I think I'm still deciding relatively accurately, and that's only because I'm choosing to focus on the most important things in the position. Always the most important things. I could throw in a check if I want, but he can't actually get out just yet. Knight b3, okay. Can I take? Yeah, let's take on g5. If he takes, I can throw in a check. Or I could even take, he takes, and then I'm going to play rook f5 or rook f6. Yeah, this is a mess. We could play queen h5. Why don't I play queen 8? Yeah, queen h5. Oh, wait, he gets out this way. All right, well, no, I take here. I'm not calculating a thing. Do we have anything here? Let's throw in a check. Okay, nice. We got him. We got him, people. Queen g8 is going to be the end of the game. He sees it. Nice. That was a beautiful game. A great game. Okay, playing Geomax. Never heard of this guy. Let's go with the Leningrad. People were commenting on the Leningrad. They were begging for the Leningrad. I'll give you a Leningrad. B4. I don't know what this is. From what I remember, we're supposed to play the Stonewall now. I really don't know. I think Marin recommends C6. Someone's going to have to correct me because I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this position. But I feel that I'm continuing to get into bad positions in these situations. I think this is what he recommends. B5, and then here, do we play D5 immediately or what? I think we do play D5 immediately. It looks really bizarre, but my bishop could come out this way. Yeah, my bishop is going to get out this way. It's not going to be a problem. Structurally, it looks horrendous because the square is so weak here, but I don't think it's much of a problem. Bishop e5, interesting. Let's play bishop a6, though. I don't think I have anything to worry about here. Dark squares look a little ugly. Uh-oh. Knight d7 takes. Yeah, that's not good. That's no good. That is no good. How am I going to defend this pawn here? Let's play queen d6. If c5, I have queen e6. So, oh, c5, I even have takes. No, then he takes. I don't know what's going on in that position. I don't think I could be worse, though. C5 takes, E6. My dark squares in all these lines are a bit weak, but the most important thing... Okay, well, can I take here? Is bro letting me... I'm going to take here. We'll see what bro's up to. If he takes here, I could even just move back, and ultimately he's just solved a lot of problems for me. It's affected the equivalent of a trade there. Yeah, all right, joke's on him. Joke's on bro. Nothing's really happened. I need to keep this pawn here so that I don't face a dark square reckoning. We do not want a dark square reckoning. If you put this many pawns on light squares, you got to make sure the dark squares stay closed. That's my GM tip of the day. All right, man, we're waiting. Something that's really beautiful here is that if he ever tries to move the knight, I have knight c3. He's doing that. Interesting. That really weakens e3, though. I don't think that's a good move. We have a lot of ideas. Normally when they do something like this, you can even leave the knight here to be sacrificed. But I'm not trying to get too frisky just yet. So knight c3, knight c4, this is a great position. There. Let's play f4. Have to play f4. Make sure he's never going to be able to play f4 properly. I want to play knight f5, but bishop h3 is going to be a bummer. Bishop h3 is going to be a massive bummer. Let's play queen a7 first. Attack this pawn, and now I have time for knight f5. Beautiful. This is like that Avatar movie, The Way of the Water. I feel I'm one with the seas in this this position. Okay, let's play rook c8 here. I probably should have thrown the knight to e3 sooner or later. There. Let's play bishop c4. This is a bizarre position. There's starting to be a lot of pressure here. If I can sacrifice here, there. If I sacrifice, he takes this. Bro's being a little cheesy. All right, I'll play knight h4. I think I might have messed this up. He has knight e6 whenever he wants. This is a mess. I have a lot of compensation, though, here. I have a ton of compensation. If he takes here, he's getting one of the worst structures in the world. Just push this pawn to a3. This could be a huge weakness later on. Just chilling, you know what I mean? Just gotta chill out and relax. There. Right, I'll take here. This is just getting better and better. His rooks are getting a bit of activity, but I don't think this could be much of a problem. If he checks, I play... Well, yeah, which way is our king going to go? Let's go here. Let's keep this defended. Definitely better to keep this defended. If he plays queen e3 now, I can play g5. This looks a little risky. Looks a little risky, looks a little frisky, but ultimately, yeah, he doesn't have anything here. My queen covers everything. If he plays queen e5, even then he's only threatening a check here. I could even just take. There. Cement? No, do we want to cement or not? Could I take here? Yeah, let's take there. It's a way to do it. And it's hitting the queen, most importantly. He doesn't have time to take this bishop. That bishop is vital to my defense. All right, can I take here? I'm hoping this works. Probably has to sack the queen now, but my queen is going to go to work then. There. Yeah, this is interesting. I think... Okay, let's play rook d3. I got to take this pawn. This is much more important than anything else here. Okay, I think I have a fantastic advantage in this endgame. We just need to be patient and be a little humble. Okay, there, rook a1. Gonna push the pawn to a2. All right. I guess this is a draw. Uh-oh. Why am I going for the... Yeah, that was so silly of me. I'm down on time and I'm trying to flag him. All right. What can I say? It's a testament to the human spirit that I managed to lose that. But we got to keep it going. It's definitely time to go. I don't have to immediately hit some rating goal. I'm going to start a quest to 3,000 at some point, but I want to do that only when I can start revealing the E4, E5 secrets. Okay, we're playing this guy. This guy's 2,600. I think I beat him in a title Tuesday. Yeah, I did. Must be a nice guy. All right, we'll play bishop b5. Simple stuff. Okay, takes b3, bishop b2. Nothing can be the matter here. Let's put the knight on e5, target this pawn. Let's play knight d3. Knight d3 is really cool. I really like this knight d3 idea whenever I can. It's really cheesy. We just drill all the pieces into these dark squares. It's the fabled dark square travesty. Okay, knight c5. Next up, I'm going to drill this knight. This is a beautiful position. Seems like I died and went to bird heaven with this one. This is a masterclass in patience and poise. All right, I mean, what am I doing here? Let's just play knight a4. At the end of the day, he could take here. I wanted to avoid him taking there, but I didn't see a way. Okay, well, I'll take here. Yeah, he's there. I'm taking this one as well, though, pal. I'm making a withdrawal. I'm going to take this. The whole Zwischenzugauer. If he takes... Okay, he's doing that. I'm up a pawn, though, now. Yeah, I'm up a pawn, and I have control of all the dark squares. This has to be completely over. Let's put the queen on d4. Look at this. Queen is in prime real estate. Play c3 here. Knight is still going to come to c5. He hasn't solved any of his problems. As long as you get the chop, you always have these ideas on the table. Play b4 here. There. That's actually a very good move. I should have had something against that. What are we going to do about this bishop? This bishop is very annoying. Can I play g4? Takes f5. Hitting the bishop. He takes. No, that doesn't really do anything. Yeah, what am I doing in this position? I thought I had like a win here. I would have assumed I had a win here. Okay, I'll just play h3. We're just going to play for positional... We're going to play for positional compensation here. I'll play g4. I still have good pressure against these. I think I still should have good winning chances. It's just going to be very messy. All right, rook c1 here, lining up on the weakness. Why I had to allow him this much counterplay, I have no idea. I definitely messed this up somewhere. That had to be strategically winning. There. No, that's a really big mistake, though. Bro cannot be doing that, dude. I have all the dark squares, man. You can't be playing like this. King e2, king e7. Okay, he is getting his king out a bit. Let's try to get the king in this way. All right, I'll play g5. Try to get the pawns for it. He could play f5. Yeah, this is getting very tricky. I mean, on the one hand, he has a bit of a mobile pawn chain, but on the other, I don't think I could ever be worse here. But the question is, can I be better? Is he going to play for a draw? All right. Where should my knight be going? If I could just get my knight around to... Oh, I figured out I need to just get my knight around to e5. If I can do that, I'm going to be winning. Knight d2. I guess I got to get my king back, though, a bit. Yeah, let's play king f2 first, and let's make it seem... Okay, no, I have fantastic control of the dark squares here. I have to be winning. It's going to be tricky, but I should be winning. Because how is he going to defend this, ultimately? c3, I play knight e5, bishop e4. I have to play king e2 there. Okay. I'm hunting down the apple. It's harvesting time. Okay, there I'll just take. Picking up all the goodies. Okay, there. Let's just start pushing this pawn here. I guess he could play bishop... Oh, bishop f3 is sneaky. Bishop f3 is very tricky. I think... Am I losing here? I have to take... Because at king e1, he was going to play king e3, and he's winning. Okay, this is going to get really messy, people. I don't think this is easy for him to win, though. I don't think this is easy by any stretch for him to win. All right, I'll do this. He should check and then play queen g4. There. No, bro, my this is a mess. Dude, this is a complete mess. I mean, this has to be winning for black, but it's very tricky. Okay, I gotta get my pawns. I gotta use every second I can to get my pawns going. King e3, I'm gonna play g7. Queen f3, I have time for king f5. He's not... Oh, actually, wait. All right, yeah, this is very tricky. There. All right. This is a mess. This is a mess. I wish I had more time. I think I have plenty of chances here, but I wish I had more time, man. This is a wacky position. Does he want to draw? Dude, what is this position here? If he takes, then I make a... Okay, what is this? No! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! That was an insane game, though, honestly. That was an insane game. That game was rough and tumble. Okay, we gotta get another. I can't believe I lost that game. That game was a mess. Knight and 3 pawns versus a queen. Playing Moroccan chess. Okay, my rating's taking a dive, but I really want to stress to you guys, like, don't worry about it. The rating will come back. I could get 100 points back if I really focused and I caffeinated and, you know, I did all the dirty work. All right, we'll play bishop b4. I hate this variation so much. This variation makes me want to quit chess. This 4 knights game Scotch variation. I developed something very interesting against it. I'm not ready to disclose it yet, but yeah, these positions are just so unbelievably boring. I really hate these variations. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, guys, but I cannot stand. It was variations like these that made me want to stop playing e4, e5. And again, fortunately, your boy took the time to really study this, and he developed a home cook recipe against this stuff. But it's yeah, I remember back in the day I was like 2400 FIDE and I had to try to beat like 2000s from these extremely drawish positions, and it was just the most tiresome thing. The most boring grind. I would have regular existential crises at the board, just wondering what I'm doing with my life, like just trying to beat people 500 points lower than me, like struggling and grinding for 4 hours because I chose to play e4, e5. That was one of the critical things that really bothered me before making the e4, e5 course, is what I was going to recommend against the system. Luckily, I found something. But yeah, if you are playing e4 and you want to just play a solid game and you want to suck the life out of the position, play this variation that my opponent played. It's no fun for anyone. c4. Yeah, I'm not playing this properly. I'm getting too worked up. Too worked up. I was telling one of my students the other day, you get emotional in chess, you end up getting punished, and it's definitely true. But okay, queen d5. Yeah, if he wants, he can chop. Gonna try to collect this pawn. I don't think it's the end of the world. Ultimately, king looks a little weak. I don't see... My bishop is covering some important light scores. I don't think he has an attack that soon. If he plays queen d2, I could even play queen g5, for example. Queen d2, I'll play king g7, though. Yeah. I'm actually protecting everything. I don't think there's anything to worry about. That was a wild game, that last game. I can't believe that. Knight and 3 pawns versus a queen. I mean, we're waiting here, pal. Okay, if I take, he's going to play rook f3. When he plays a move like this, though, all my bird knowledge is starting to crystallize. When he plays a move like this, it means that the e3 square is becoming very weak. There. Right, I could take here. If he throws in a check, I'll play king f8. I don't think that's a problem. I'm going to install the rook on e3. Yeah, rook is coming to e3. This is that bird knowledge crystallizing. And by bird knowledge, I'm talking about bird's defense. There. All right. I was thinking maybe I have queen c3. That probably doesn't work, though. Can we just take? Yeah, I'll just take this pawn. Did I calculate whether or not this works? No. No idea whether it works or not, but it looks good. It looks interesting, and it looks like it's time to go. If he takes, I take, I take. I don't think there's any checks there. If he checks, I have c5. Should be okay. But I don't know, though, because I didn't calculate. All right, this looks good. Yeah, I do not feel an ounce of mercy in my heart for anyone who plays this line, so this is going to be a worthwhile victory. There's some victories where you sign the score sheets with enthusiasm because you're so proud of yourself. You're so proud for exacting chess vengeance. Yeah, this whole opening, it frustrates me so much. It frustrates me to my core. This looks fine. I mean, there are too few pieces on the board for him to do anything with this king on e7. There, I don't see what that move even does. Let's play rook b8 to try to get in. No, now I'm going to start attacking. Yeah, I think that was a mistake on his part. Yeah, wait, how are we going to do this, though? I'll just keep advancing. I think he's going to play queen f4. Let's play rook b2. Wait, can I play king e6? Yeah, let's play king e6. This is a mess. This is a rowdy mess. All right, yeah, this is what I was going for. Queen d5. Queen d5. Yeah, he could take that pawn. All I needed to do, I just wanted to make sure that I'm going to be able to keep these two. If I keep these two, the game is going to be over. I just didn't want him to split those pawns up. There, let's make sure our king has a way through. We'll take here. King is going to run through the cabbage patch. King is going to canter through the cabbage patch. All right. King d3, g6. I gotta watch out. Yeah. Rook g1. This is completely over. All right. Check, check. I need to just win on time. I need to remember the lesson that last game gave me, which is that
it's time to go.